here from Learn Guitar Cafe. This video is going to be all about slide guitar in standard tuning, and we're going to look at George Harrison's My Sweet Lord, and we're going to break down the slide line melody that he plays in the introduction. Before I get into the tab, I just wanted to talk quickly about the guide tones and a really cool thing that he does over this diminished chord and the slide that he plays at that particular point. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the sitar and perhaps some of his influences that were happening at the time. But it's a great melody. And it's a great melody to learn on the slide, and it's in standard tuning as well. So let's check it out. The chord progression goes F sharp minor to B, and it's got this build up before it gets to the E, C sharp minor, and that's when, of course, the melody starts. So it starts up on the 16th fret of the top string. So the first phrase is so that's 16, 14, 12. Slide up to 16 and go back to 14 and then let the slide fall down. So that's 14, 12. And we play that C sharp note there twice, which is the root note of the C sharp minor chord. The first line, it's notes out of the E major scale or the E major pentatonic scale. So, but he resolves the line on C sharp. That first line ends on a C sharp, which makes a lot of sense because that's when he falls onto the C sharp minor chord. And then he does it again. Decides to land on the B. Right? And the B is the fifth of the E major scale, so it kind of just fits like a glove. It's a really nice melody, but that's kind of why it works. Then moving on to the second part, it's the same as the first part, except we've got this. So that's sliding up to the 14th fret, second string. Thumb blocks, so I get a clean note on the first string, 12th fret. And I play that note again and just let it fall back to 12. Okay, so second part again. But where it gets interesting is in the chord progression where it goes to this diminished chord, right? Let's take the slider for a moment. So that's how a diminished chord looks. They stack and move in minor thirds. Right, you can move them up 3 frets at a time, and you're playing exactly the same notes, but they're stacked differently. He plays the same thing So it's that phrase. I thought, wow, that's a really interesting line to play. Why does it work? Well, he's playing the G sharp, he's playing the F, and he's playing the D. And all of those notes are inside that diminished chord. If I spell out that diminished chord, we've got a F, a B, a D, and a G sharp. And then the next phrase begins the same way. And this time he plays this up on 16. And you've got to be quick here to get back up to the 12th fret, 2nd string. And I just play that, I'll fret those notes. So you can see the blocking set up there of my right hand. I get down as quickly as possible to get that top string clean, using the thumb to block those strings. But it leaves you in position for to finish the phrase. So that's 14, 14, 12. Da 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 da. 4, 1. There's a second slide guitar part on that last phrase. Where he plays just a harmony to those notes. And again, those notes, they're F, D, and B. They're notes inside that diminished chord as well. Now, the last phrase has got a harmony line that he plays on a second guitar. At least I think that's what he's doing. I don't think he's doing it on one guitar. So yeah, it's a harmony line, but it's got the same rhythm. But here it's kind of got the same phrasing. So that's 13, 10, 7. And then he does a similar thing as we did before. So that is 9 to 12 on the 2nd string. And then you've got to get back quick to that note on the 10th fret. And then you're in position already to play 10, 10, 10, 9. Get that note there. That note works really well, the D sharp, because it's the major third of a B major chord. So please check out some of my other videos if you're interested in slide guitar in standard tuning. You might want to check out this video where I talk about playing in minor keys and how you can find triads in standard tuning playing slide. And that video is right here.